Charles Leclerc had this position last year, but he lost it.
All right, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Here we go. Belgian Grand Prix. Let's see, let me just... Ooh, bless you. Bless you.
You guys cut it out, okay?
Oh, yes, yes. And then I was gonna, do you mind giving me the thingy? So today's poll will be whether or not Perez will make it onto the podium. Well,
I'm worried about the start.
Check out Perez make it onto the podium. Question mark? Question mark.
Last year, the two collided, ruling them eventually both out of the Grand Prix. You've got to be so careful through the first corner and then line yourself up for that monstrous run all the way.
All right, here we go. Formation
up the Kemmel Straight, a long drag uphill, and the perfect chance to slipstream.
Let's do this.
We are on to our
Start
formation
a
lap
poll.
with Charles Leclerc, Sergio Perez, Lewis Hamilton, the two McLarens, George Russell, all on the medium tyre. Carlos Sainz going the other way, going for the hard initially. The rest of the top 11, I'll go top 11 on the medium because that includes Max Verstappen. Unusually, Julian,
Start. Okay, here we go. Let us know what you think, whether or not Checo will make it onto the podium today.
I think this is all dependent. So it looks like it's gonna be very nice weather, right?
Yeah, looks like it.
Okay, so I think that's helpful. But I think it depends on the start.
Yeah.
Because the Red Bull is very fast here. Clearly we saw that yesterday. Both Red Bulls qualified really, really well. But if his start goes well, if he doesn't get caught up in the sauce, like I like to say, he's fine. If he gets caught up in the sauce, goodbye.
Yeah, seriously. Alright, here we go. Move this.
The end of lap one, he was up 2 places to 4th. That was because Piastri and Sainz collided, and he benefited there as well.
Alright, so this is the longest track of the season. Oh god. Your mic is giving you some troubles today.
But he's more than capable of doing that, as the last 2 years have shown.
we were looking at a replay of the starts before we came on air.
Oh wow, Verstappen has won the last 3 consecutive Spa races.
First-time winners with drivers who have been returning to the top step of the podium in Lewis Hamilton, who starts third today. Let's have a look at the Drivers' Championship.
I think so.
The Constructors' Championship is a wide-open battle, but the drivers, well, McLaren know if they're going to get Lando Norris to the top of the Drivers' Championship by the end of the season.
I think that looks good.
Need to win this Grand
Still a
Prix.
little bit far away from my mouth, I think.
But I think it should. It should be okay.
Verstappen needs to move forward, so does Norris, and so does Piastri. Hamilton, Perez, and Leclerc, in theory, won't have the
you
race
could put
pace
like
of the trio
a book
further
or
back
something underneath
that
it.
look to have the measure on everyone else on
Do you have
Friday.
anything?
But if Norris or Piastri make a tardy
Yeah, book
start,
right below
Verstappen
that
makes a
there.
good one. They'll lose all of that advantage they've got with Max taking his penalty
Behind the
immediately.
office studio.
Well, the engine unit penalties applying to Yuki Tsunoda at the very back of the field. He has taken his position with the others on the formation lap.
Now you can show up what books you're reading.
It's private, my business, guys.
It is a race that Max Verstappen has won 3
Alright,
years in a
here
row.
we go. They're lining up for the start. So we have Charles Leclerc in first, then we have Checo Perez in third. I think it's Hamilton, right?
Correct. Oh no, someone already voted no.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, you don't have a faith in...
I know, I just wanted to stir the pot a little bit.
Oh.
So let's see what people say.
Alright guys, they're lining up.
Alright, and of course, as we all know, Verstappen got a 10 grid penalty.
10 second, yeah.
10 place
10
penalty.
second.
And then Yuki Tsunoda got a 60 place grid penalty, essentially. Here we go.
Lights out, oh, away we go. Oh, Lewis already second?
Yeah, Perez was trying to cut Lewis off, but I think Lewis is trying to keep the
I don't know if
position.
he's gonna be able to stick.
Not,
Oh, they
they're
touched
really, really
wheels.
close. Oh, Perez. Oh, Checo.
Oh, he's now trying to cover off the third place.
I think it was Lando in third.
Yeah, I can't remember.
No, I think that maybe
It's
Piastri.
Oh.
Let's see. Can't tell from the helmet. Nice. Good job,
There's Russell also attacking.
Yeah.
Oh, Russell going off.
Oh, there was somebody else that went off.
I think it's Albon.
Norris losing 3 positions at the start, running.
Norris lost 3 positions.
Norris lost 3. That's a lot. So there must be Piastri fighting between George and Sergio then.
Verstappen at this early stage. Leclerc leads, and he was really helped out by Hamilton's good start, getting ahead of Sergio Perez. They were watching each other down the Kemmel Straight.
I'm honestly glad that it's good weather.
Yeah.
Just because I don't like bad weather in Spa. It's so dangerous there. I don't like it.
Oh,
Because it just makes me extra nervous. Just because of the history at Spa, you know?
yes, but yeah, of course. Bless you.
The studio always makes me sneezy.
Cut it out.
Sorry.
I think, what was I gonna say? I forgot. After you rudely interrupted me.
That I said that I prefer good weather at Spa.
Oh, I just think the strategy calls become much more interesting when the weather, because then you can really divide the apple from the orange.
No, of course.
I don't know if that's
that's Verstappen fighting Albon, and then he passed Albon, and then ahead of him now is Alonso probably. Oh, it's definitely Alonso.
Yeah.
Because Stroll had a poor qualifying yesterday, but it was also because they had to repair his car due to an accident.
I think that the Alpha Tauri, the
I was like,
Alpine,
we don't have Alpha Tauri technically in the grid anymore.
looks like the Alfa Romeo from just watching it race.
You mean the Alpine in their special livery?
It looks like a Alfa Romeo.
Oh, DRS has been enabled.
Oh, going off track.
I think Piastri just went off track.
Are
He's
you
fighting
sure
with Carlos.
that's Piastri?
Well, let's look.
Oh, it is
close.
number 4 is Piastri.
Yeah, because he also said Norris lost so many
Paris is already
positions.
out of... No, it's within DRS of Hamilton, but... Okay.
So,
Norris lost 3 positions.
yeah.
Terrible
And
start.
Verstappen made up 3 positions already.
So he's behind Lando now.
Oh, he already passed Alonso?
Yeah.
That was fast. Well, no. Oh, yeah, he did, which is fast. Happened faster than expected. And I'm not anticipating the Haas to be doing too well on this race, because from what they were saying yesterday at qualifying, that their setup is not necessarily made for this track. So
Yeah, I mean there will be cars favoring some tracks.
Oh yeah,
over
of
others.
course.
But
Just because we've seen them doing so well, I'm not anticipating seeing them do as well. You can also do both.
They're all in a DRS train. It's allowing Leclerc at the moment just to keep his nose
Sorry,
clean,
Milan's having some
keep running a decent
technical
lap time,
difficulties this morning.
yeah, the mic stand.
Do you not want to put the other thing under there?
Oh, I think it's fine now.
Yeah. Well, instant leaving track, gaining an advantage, but I was right at the beginning.
But last race, Verstappen did give up the quote-unquote the advantage.
That's true, that's true.
So we'll see.
We shall see indeed.
So from first to last place, 12 seconds.
That's crazy.
Danny
Within
is
3 laps.
the only person starting on the soft. And then we have 2 people starting on the hard.
Oh, Hamilton just passing Leclerc for the lead. Wow.
With the DRS, yeah?
Yeah, DRS.
Hamilton leads the Belgian Grand Prix.
Nice. We'll see, it's still early though.
Yeah, it's very early. Lap 3.
Oh, okay, somebody voted yes for Checo. Was that you?
Yeah.
Okay. That's 50-50.
Yeah.
It's just like the podium is so highly fought for lately. I mean, it's just much closer, so it's like, yeah. Only
So
time will tell.
Max has Verstappen. Max has Verstappen on Norris. Verstappen has DRS on Norris. Norris is also having...
Yeah, we have a little bit of a DRS train. After Piastri, we have Russell, Sainz, Norris, Verstappen, Alonso, Albon, Ocon, Gasly, Bottas, Ricciardo, Stroll, Hülkenberg, and Magnussen are all in a DRS. Oh no! Oh no, who's that?
That's Joe.
Joe is driving really slow.
This is a downhill that he's on, coming down towards Pouon. You can roll it almost.
Oh, let's hear what he has to say.
Losing power, guys.
He's not
losing hydraulic. I try, mate. I try to bring it back.
He's not going to make it. It's downhill.
Something is wrong with the car. He's trying to bring it back to the.
So are we gonna get like a yellow flag?
Maybe.
For that sector?
Well, he's constantly driving, so it would be because he's driving to get back to the.
Yeah, but I think they're anticipating that he's not making it back because it's also a long-ass track, so if the car is just rolling at this point.
Well, and also this track has a lot of elevation changes. So that's also tricky. Like the good thing is he was on the downward part, so that helps. So we'll see.
It is one of those days at the Belgian Grand Prix where you've got to look in the middle of the pack.
44 laps is not that much.
No, but it is because it's such a long track.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah,
it's like almost half. It's almost half from what Indy did last week.
That's true. Well, yeah, because Indy did 85, so it's it's definitely. But then we had, I think, last F1 race we had close to like 70 laps too. So it really depends on the length of the track.
Leclerc has just got the DRS, but look, Perez is more than a second behind Charles as well in third position. Leclerc's doing a good job in this middle sector, hanging on there with a bit of dirty air behind Hamilton out front.
You're looking at Max Verstappen, the World Championship leader, by a huge margin coming into this race. Actually had his advantage in the championship whittled away.
All right, here we go.
So Perez lost DRS and Charles is
just back in because he had lost it for a moment there too.
Piastri now has DRS on Checo, where Checo does not have DRS.
Oh, okay. Joe said he's okay to continue now. Nice.
But he already lost a minute.
Yeah, I mean it's not like Kick Sauber is really very much in contention. They're the only team that don't have a point yet, which is a bummer.
Bottas is close enough right now. But
I mean, Bottas almost made it into Q3 yesterday. He was really close to it.
So maybe this is the track. If someone bottles the strategy. Albon is in the points right now, and he has DRS on Alonso.
Nice.
There's no further investigation required. Hamilton, then Leclerc.
Oh wow, what's going on with this camera?
Shaky, yeah.
As he puts the pressure on Perez in the leading.
I also think the layout of this track, and I became very much aware of it yesterday during qualifying, that they have this, they call it the bus stop right before the finish, which is like this very tight, slow chicane.
Oh yeah. It's I hate it.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. We're gonna rewatch the start. Now you can see Perez immediately coming for Hamilton.
Lewis did not.
Lewis doesn't budge. Oh, and there we can see Lando got stuck in the gravel for a second.
Let's see that one more time. I wasn't paying attention.
This is the view back from Leclerc. Hamilton got the launch, had the inside line, gets so close to the back of the Ferrari.
Yeah, it was really close.
I would have liked to see that top-down view one more
Yeah,
time.
I agree.
It's a lit view though from the back of Charles's car.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see right here. So we have the two.
And
here he's just
really close.
I think it was his own mistake.
Yeah.
Piastri was not close enough.
No.
He didn't push him.
I don't think so either.
That's how Ocon fell back a couple of places. He just got blocked by Norris rejoining the racetrack. Albon through, and so was.
And then I think it was also a little bit unfortunate because it's the start, so there's not a lot of space because everyone was trying to make that corner, right?
Yeah. Oh, I have to.
Just understeered off the track.
George Russell initially
I'm not
ahead
gonna
of Oscar Piastri in the braking zone, and then electing to
Oh my
jump over
God,
the
this
corner.
car just took off.
Contact, knew he had to see the
It's
position,
fine.
and Piastri is now going on the front
So
foot,
let's see
trying
what
to
we
take
got.
third place. We take you back to the
So
picture on lap 6
Charles
of
out of
44. That's Lewis
DRS,
Hamilton, ahead of Charles Leclerc
Perez
once
out of
again. Piastri is close.
DRS,
Nowhere
but then and Piastri has DRS on Checo, and Russell technically has DRS, also has DRS on Piastri. So once again, we have a little bit of a DRS train starting from 4th place all the way down to 12th place. And Gasly might be back into DRS. There you go. So we have a DRS train from 4th place all the way down to 16th place. Hamilton.
Whatever it is, isn't holding him up at the moment. Lewis Hamilton on the driver's parade
snake.
earlier on was recalling the great battles held on the
I should have not said that. You know what, never mind.
Back in the year 2000. Just taking a moment to enjoy being part of a history around this circuit that runs to more than a century, and he's looking for his 5th Belgian Grand Prix win today.
He's just eking out that gap. It was 1/10 quicker on the last lap. Looks like he's about to extend it by another 10th or 2 on this lap as well. Trying to get a bit of daylight between.
I would like to see, now would be a good time for us to see the pit strategy, because of course everyone is kind of on the same strategy besides 2 people, and then Zhou Guanyu just went into the pits. So we have Sainz on the hard tire, and then we have Danny Ricciardo on the soft tire. Interesting call. He did lose, I think, a position in qualifying after the start. He's in 14th place, and I think he started in P13, so it'll be interesting.
It's not been worth it, and the Chinese driver retires from.
Oh, okay, so they are retiring Zhou's car. Never mind. It's not okay to continue.
Exiting the Grand Prix for the
unfortunate, very unfortunate.
This year that he's not seen the flag.
Piastri's very, very close to the back of the first Red Bull at the moment. 2/10 away in the braking zone for Lecom, but it's not actually the biggest break at that corner. You're carrying sort of medium speed in towards the apex of turn 5, the first part of it, the right-hander. And so you've got to
so I'm assuming that Danny's strategy would be to come into the pit within the next, I would say, like 5 to 7 laps. If he's on the soft tire is not going to last that long or that many laps. Maybe 5 is actually generous due to the track being so goddamn long.
She's got to get closer in the straight.
The top 2 in the World Championship.
Norris needs to stay within DRS to keep Verstappen behind him. He's not going to be able to defend against him if he's going to keep. Hang on.
You're on board with Max Verstappen on the left-hand side of your picture. You're looking at a very close group of the big 4 teams of the season: Mercedes, Ferrari, Red Bull, and McLaren. Is the order they run in at the moment.
My turn. What a bummer that Zhou had to retire. Because they had just said that he can continue. That's a bummer. I feel bad for him. He's not even sure if he'll have a seat next season. So
many great scraps for the race win in recent races. Rarely a race where it's not now closely fought, which is what we want in Formula 1.
Oh yeah, there he is, out of the car. Ugh, what a bummer. Retired on lap 5. Here we go, we see... No, that was Perez, there we go, George, Sainz, watching the front. Hülkenberg is in the pits now. Interesting. New set of tires. He got some hards on now. Ooh, slow pit stop. 3.1 seconds. Not ideal.
He's not dropping the Ferrari driver by any stretch. Everyone's still close together.
Yeah, it's really cool that people are still pretty close together. We still have this pretty long DRS train. Or maybe no, it's not quite as long anymore, but we do have a couple smaller DRS trains, which is nice.
I think we'll be a lot happier that it's dry today than wet. He didn't get on with the intermediate tyres yesterday.
But the top 5 are not in each other's DRS anymore. So we'll see how far this will stretch. And I believe this should be a one-stop strategy, so we'll see how those go, because as we know, if you watch the last 2 races, McLaren had kind of ruined the pit stop strategies for Piastri, essentially, which caused a whole kind of drama last week, but we don't want that this week. We want a clear race winner this week.
Also added in the tyres degrading way more than they have done in previous years. The teams have to calibrate that for their strategy.
Here we go, going into the next lap. We got George, close up of George. What are we watching? Oh, George just went a little bit wide, I guess.
Missed the break point by just a couple of meters and it can wash you out wide.
Yeah, so this track has the most or the highest elevation changes, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, here more people are coming into the pits.
Hulkenberg was into the pits 1 lap ago.
Oh wow, Williams stacked their drivers in the pits. Interesting. And then one of Danny Rick went into the pits.
We saw a stop for Alex Albon as well.
So with these midfielders pitting, soon there's going to be windows opening up as the...
Let's see.
Oscar, plan A or B? What do you think?
Oh, interesting. So McLaren just asked Piastri if he wants to go with plan A or plan B. And Piastri says plan A. So we'll see what that means. He's currently fourth, roughly a minute and a half behind Perez.
Any of which could be in contention for this race.
So we'll see.
At this point, heading towards a quarter of the way through it already. But then we're going to get strategy coming into play, and that's what the likes of Verstappen, what Norris needs as well, to get these cars into clear air, because in this DRS train, they're struggling to make big inroads.
Just looking at the language of the car for Max Verstappen, it's all looking under control at the moment. He's not exactly pushing to the ragged edge.
No, maybe he's looking after those tyres. There's two options at this stage if you're Verstappen in 8th. You look after the tyres and you go long. Remember, there's an outside chance of a one-stopper being possible as well. It's 18.
Oh, okay, so there's a chance of a one-stopper, but usual is a two-stop. All right, Hamilton just said that the tires are okay, but the rears are definitely dropping. He does have a tendency of complaining about the tires, but then still making it work. So we'll see. And then the commentators were just saying that Verstappen doesn't seem to be pushing very much at the moment, so he's either trying to go for a long stint and then thus just a one-stop race potentially, and Gasly was just in the pits, 2.6 seconds. Not bad. That's like an okay pit stop, I'd say.
And the drivers have different crash helmets as well, the Alpine. And they've had another management change. Their team principal, Bruno Famin, will be leaving.
And the Alpines this time have a Wolverine versus, or Deadpool versus Wolverine movie special livery, and they both also wear their respective helmets. I believe Gasly has the Wolverine yellow helmet, and then Ocon, our new future Haas driver, has the red Deadpool helmet on today. Which I do have to say, it looks really cool. It is confusing that we have another red car on the track, but it looks pretty decent, I'd say.
Laps have also looked a bit scrappy for Norris. Granted, he's stuck in the dirty air behind Carlos Sainz, and they're all in the DRS train, but he's made the mistake on the first corner, and just another moment there washing wide, showing he's pushing, but he's just making lots of small mistakes.
If the gaps
yeah.
are more spread out,
so Lando was just in the gravel for a little bit, but he's trying to push, but I don't see him currently getting much closer to Sainz. I mean, they are in a DRS train currently, and then Max is right behind him. Oh, Max is going into the pits now. Interesting. Russell is also going into the pits.
To take their first stops. We're expecting 2 at the start of this one. High pressure.
All right, let's
all
see.
Of the crews in the pit lane.
All right. Mercedes 2.3 pits. Verstappen 2.7. Yeah, George and Max just went into the pit.
Verstappen and Russell blinked first. Max wanted to then go for the undercut. This is now all about clearing Lando Norris and possibly Carlos Sainz as well. Russell emerges right with Yuki Tsunoda.
That's good.
Yeah, especially
Max's was not good.
No, I mean, it was.
It's not a good one for.
Exactly, not for Red Bull.
So they're looking for attacking out laps here, having gone to the hard compound of tyre massively important laps in the context of the Grand
Williams
Prix
did a stacked pit.
Did it go?
They didn't
mean,
show the
Sargent is the
times.
last, so it doesn't, I guess.
Yeah.
But,
And then Danny went into the pit, Turkey went into the pits, Verstappen obviously just went in George. So they said there's a potential of doing a 1 pit, but most likely it's a 2 pit stop. Hamilton had said that his tires still feel good, but his rear tires are dropping slowly, so...
I mean, they drove out quite a gap.
He did now, yes.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
There's also a gap between Checo. It's also interesting to see that Norris didn't seem to have really big issues keeping... Oh,
Hamilton is going into the pits now.
The first part of Stavolo,
pit wounded 10 to 15 laps.
Interesting.
Piastri also coming in.
Yeah, they did ask Piastri over the radio if he wanted strategy 1 or 2, or A or B. Perez is going into the pits, so Leclerc is staying out.
Okay, Russell passing. Oh, 2.6.
Oh, it's okay.
So Leclerc stayed out. He's the only one out of the top 3 that stayed out. So let's see how that goes.
Indeed. 2.0 for McLaren, that's good. 2.2
Fantastic.
for
Fantastic.
Red Bull, that's not bad.
Oh god.
Oh gosh, I'm worried about this mistake. Pit stop for Bottas. Come on, you only have 1 car out. 2.4! Nice! That's really good.
That's awesome.
Russell checks the mirrors, the McLaren is right with him.
They've got the same power unit in the
Is
back
that
of the car.
Piastri?
Has to go
Yeah.
Vital that he gets to the
Nice. Very nice.
Very good. So Piastri just passed Russell, and then Leclerc is coming into the pits next.
So this is difficult now. Is it, did Ferrari make the call too late?
Managing
I don't know.
to get back. And look at Perez
We'll
now,
see.
stuck in behind Lance Stroll. That's going to bunch him back towards Piastri as well, because you
Hamilton has DRS.
Nice, yeah.
So the Checo and Piastri is right there by Checo again. So it will be interesting to see how...
So that's what they're going to do. They're getting undercuts. They've got to go long. Oh, Piastri again.
Piastri, a little sneaky snag. What are you trying to do, the double here?
Come on, Piastri.
Might be able to do something at bus stop.
Oh, okay. Charles is into the pits, yeah. I'm also glad, I mean, I don't know if it would have worked for him to go long, but I'm glad that he voiced his opinion.
Yeah.
You know, like at least he's starting to speak up more, maybe. Oh, okay, Lance is going into the pits. And then let's see.
So there's a little bit DRS train.
Yes.
The good thing is Checo was able to get DRS off of
Lance
before he went into the pits.
Yes.
Alonso P3. Oh, yeah.
I was like, I don't think this is 100% accurate right now. Oh, and then Sainz did start on a different strategy, so he's on a hard tire. So we'll
he's
see.
Going to be out for a little bit
longer. Come on, Piastri.
He did pick off Checo.
Nice. Good job.
So it'll be interesting if he's going to be able to, because then there's Russell and then Verstappen right there. So it'll be interesting to see if Checo's are going to be able to fight back. But if Russell passes Checo, then Checo will just let Verstappen through. He's just going to wait him through. They're not fighting. And he has no quote-unquote rights at the moment to ask.
Yeah.
You know.
He can try and get onto the back of Charles Leclerc.
But
oh, they're showing a replay from
Sergio Perez
the
coming in,
pits.
Lewis Hamilton coming out to the pits into the path of Piastri, who was making his stop. Hamilton still has the net race lead. Charles Leclerc still net second. Piastri up to
that was really close. I don't think it would be impeding Piastri versus Hamilton in the pits, but it definitely was.
It also didn't
close.
look like Piastri. Like, you know how they always overreact? They do Schwalbe?
Yeah. But then he would have also said something, I feel like, immediately on the radio.
Exactly.
So. Not that we've heard at least.
My suspicion is that if this would have been Lando would have said something.
Oh, interesting.
Some of the slower cars as soon as they pitted on the fresh tires. Perez
Where's
wasn't able
Lando?
to do it. He caught
Oh,
Stroll
he's
at
in
a
second
difficult
right now.
time.
He hasn't pitted yet.
Oh, okay, yes.
Piastri made the most of it.
I guess,
With
yeah, so
Stroll
I guess
pitting,
he's maybe
there's
going
nothing more Perez could
longer.
do to defend
Obviously,
So,
yeah.
Alonso's in the pits.
Punching a hole through
Okay,
the
there
air.
we
Then
go.
the driver behind gets the DRS, and that was going to be always a difficult one to defend up the Kemmel Straight.
So
2.9, not very good.
Norris, not in the position of on the racetrack that they would have wanted to find themselves in at the end of lap number 1. They've both extended
Okay, so
their
Checo
stint.
does
They
have
know
DRS,
that they would
and
be a
so
long
does
way back.
Russell,
They're gonna have
and
pressure
Verstappen is
up
about
as
to
a
be
result.
within DRS
So
of
Charles
Russell.
was called in to
Interesting,
try and
yes.
keep track position. The second
So we'll
Ferrari
see.
onto plan B, if you like, has gone longer.
So almost
You get fresher
everybody
tyres
pitted now then
later
already.
on the Grand
It's very
If
interesting.
there's-
It's such a long track, but the average pit time lost it's very short, 18 seconds, compared to other tracks where you have like 24 seconds or 22.
But I think that depends on the pit length, the pit area length. So that one might be just average.
I know, but I'm saying it's such a long track.
Oh.
It's nice that they built it in a way that it's like you can like
Gotcha,
minimize
that's
that,
what you
know?
mean. Okay, got it.
100%
I was
pace,
like,
please,
that
100%
doesn't
pace.
have anything to do with the overall track length.
Or rather, when Sainz pits, he'll be
Why
behind
didn't they
Verstappen,
build
so
it along
he'll
the
be
7
still in this
kilometers?
DRS train behind Russell, behind Perez, behind Piastri, and it means he cannot use the pace of that Red Bull.
Lando Norris was asked for 100% pace.
Oh my
Personal best in the middle
Oh,
sector of the
interesting.
Grand Prix.
Surprised that he's still out, especially since he's on a medium tire still.
Wait, Carlos is on a hard.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Lando.
Oh.
Lando's on the medium.
Maybe he feels like the tire is so.
I mean, it must be, but interesting though.
Sainz is driving well.
I think
He's
they
on
also
the hard
called
tyre.
Hamilton because they're like, listen, we're gonna call him in now, even though he feels like the tire can go longer, because we need to cover the undercut.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And he didn't get caught up in the sauce.
Yeah.
I think if he would have maybe waited any longer, he would have been stuck in way more traffic.
Yes, I agree. I
He was
agree.
9 tenths quicker than Sainz on the last lap, so he is catching them. I wonder if Sainz and or Norris are looking
I also think it's so
towards a
cool
one-stop
that there's
race
a
or just
part of
more
the track that
aggressive
goes
two-stop.
under another part of the track. I didn't realize it.
Where they are on track right now.
Jeez! Lance Stroll just complained over the radio that
Very,
straight line speed is a effing joke.
it's very interesting because apparently since last race, because like where Max went on such a tangent, they were told to not curse as much on the radio. We'll see how that I don't think Lance got that message. I think he went to the restroom when they talked about that. So
I'm trying. Oh, yellow flag, sector 3. Never mind. All clear. Somebody must have just briefly went into the
Russell and
gravel.
Verstappen have DRS. They're the only two in the top 10 that have DRS at the moment.
Oh, Russell and Verstappen.
Did
Yeah.
he have a moment because Lando Norris
So Norris
is
has to come
only
into pits
1.4
at some point because he's
seconds
at
away.
14.
There you go, box. You just called it.
I called him first.
Who's going to pit and use this chance to
Sure.
undercut Sainz, but
Don't
Sainz
hate.
on the hard
No,
tyre
not
can
hating.
carry on. And he
Exactly.
comes through and he's lost
Saying you
You
might
know-
be a
2
little.
seconds on that
You
lap
know
compared
how
to
I
the
know?
previous tour.
We saw a flash of
I have
yellow
Ruth
flag
in my
sector
ear,
3.
just giving me all the hot takes, and then she was making me look smart.
As Lando Norris comes into the pit stop, comes into
Yeah,
the
alright, that
pit
didn't
stop,
look bad. How
leaves
fast was it?
into
2.3.
2.3,
Nice.
nice.
That's
Nice.
good. That's good.
Well, it
We've
was
had a safety car
3
in
tenths slower
last
than
year, but we have had safety car in
Piastri, that's
Who's
true.
the number 1 driver now?
Ooh.
2016.
Oh, I do have to.
Lando
I'm
Norris
wearing my new.
lights up the rear tyres, goes back to work. Things can change late on here. He needs something to change if he's going to be a contender.
I'm so glad that they're
Carlos
doing.
Sainz
Yeah, they have
elongating his
different
first
different
stint
cars in
August
the
of the
back.
main contenders. Lewis Hamilton with the net race lead. Charles Leclerc though only 1.4 seconds away. And Carlos Sainz was wide onto the gravel to bring out that
Oh,
momentary
Tsunoda's
yellow
in the
flag
pits.
and cost himself a second. I'm sure we'll figure out
2008 is not the winning car though, is it?
And now
I thought it was
Russell
2009.
putting pressure on
I don't know
Perez,
off
who's
the top of
dropped
my
back
head, to
from
be fair.
Piastri.
It has to be 2008. Why wouldn't you put the championship winning
Yeah,
car on the
I
back?
would think so too.
Using Perez now to defend.
But it's so crazy how they've changed also like the color scheme and everything.
I know.
Ooh,
Oh,
so this is
that
what
was.
they.
Was that the green?
Hamilton
The yellow
radio
flag?
said the rear tyres were
No.
going, but they certainly are on the hard shod Ferrari as
Ooh.
well. And that is
It's
how
Tokyo
Oh.
Drift drifting or spa drifting.
Spa Belgian drifting. What do you think of the special liveries for Alpine?
Once again, I think they look like the AlphaTauri.
Yeah.
The Alfa Romeo.
Yeah. No, I hear it. I don't think it's bad, and I also like that Ocon has the Deadpool helmet, Gasly has a Wolverine helmet.
Yeah, that's actually all really cool.
Are really nice details.
I'm not saying it. Hey, I haven't looked up close from the shot that we just saw. I think it looks okay.
Yeah.
But I think it's also.
After going out in Q1 the last 2 races.
No, we are going to try and undercut Carlos. We think it'll happen for free, but we want to do that. Then we'll worry about it.
Are they trying to undercut Carlos? If I heard correctly, right?
I guess for the second pit.
Yeah.
So Ferrari, you've been put on notice.
Seriously?
Be interesting to see if Charles is going to be able to catch up to Lewis.
But the good thing is Lewis has now clean air.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause he has over 6 seconds. I mean, I don't know if there's some traffic. I don't think there's traffic. Just because the track is so long, but he has some clean air, seems like, ahead of him, which is nice. And plus, we haven't seen him in a minute now.
Have a go.
All right. JP just, or GP.
I don't know why you always want to say JP.
Because I used to have somebody in my school that was JP, so that's why GP doesn't come as naturally. So GP just gave Verstappen the go-ahead to race.
To put the pedal to the metal.
What, you know what we need to get? We need to get one of those like sound cue thingies. I mean, you have one of those, don't you?
I have like a separate keyboard.
Yeah.
But it's not like sounds. I've tried to do it, but I couldn't figure it out.
Okay, Lando, Carlos has stayed out. We've already got the gap. So the opportunity here is to pass the cars who we've got a tyre advantage over.
All right, nice.
I wonder if that is
but yeah, I think that would be cool if we have one of those sound boards. I think that's always fun. I always think they're hilarious.
At the risk of some plank wear.
There he is, the man, Zach Brown.
Yeah, I don't think he was here last weekend.
No, because he was at the Formula E race?
So yeah, he had to show up because it was such a freaking mess.
Oh no, at the Indy race. Where was he?
I don't know, but he wasn't at the F1 race.
He wasn't
because
at
it was
the
a mess.
Oh, I think it was the Indy. He was at Indy.
Indy.
Yeah, we definitely noticed his absence last week. Well, granted, I don't know how much input he really has. Oh look, it says Bottas 5 hours.
Is he going to be able to get close at all?
There's something wrong with the thing.
No, it's showing the tires still.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
But why does it show the tires for the two but the time for everybody else?
Yeah, because I'm sure it's an arrow.
Yeah.
I think it's showing the length of the tire. 3.1.
There's Pierre.
I mean, listen, Alpine needs all the sponsorship and all the money that they can get. So if they do cool liveries for movies that are coming out, why the hell not?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's cool that they do it. It's only a one-off.
Yeah, why the hell not?
And I mean, we can still tell. It's a little bit more tricky, but I feel like we can still tell who they are. So that's nice. Huh?
I mean, it's very far from the... Oh, that's Pierre's family. They look nice. They look sweet people. Lena, it's very different from the OG Alpine.
No. I meant like on the track. Like if you're newer, you might be able to confuse them with like a Haas or something. Especially
I'm confusing you with Alfa Romeo because I'm old.
Or that if you're just rejoining. But I think it's always cool if they do, and if they do like a proper special livery, not the cop-out Ferrari Miami blue BS. Was it Miami?
Yeah, it was Miami.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I think it was Miami. It was so annoying. That's one of my disappointments of the year. We're thinking plan B for medium. They can go until the end. Oh, interesting. So they're thinking for Sainz to do maybe just a one-stop.
Oh, Sainz wants to do a couple more laps.
On the hards and then switch to mediums and finish. Oh, that's a lot though.
It's
that's
24. So if you would
still.
lap, if you can make it until like let's say lap 24, then he could do 20 laps on the medium, but it's a stretch.
Because
and I think
the
he would
recommended
lose a lot of time.
Yeah, because the recommended window is 11 to 15 laps.
So I don't think it's considered the recommended. I think it's the prediction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair. But
I'm
I mean,
just pointing it out because I looked at the thing for the video that I made, and it said predicted.
okay. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. But
Still, the prediction is there for a reason.
it's still
right?
5 laps more and 5 7-kilometer laps, so it's long laps.
Yeah.
I don't know. Where's Danny right now? Danny is 10th currently. All right, and Tsunoda's 19th.
But I don't think Danny has pitted.
No, he did. He was when you were outside. Yeah. He was one of the first ones to pit.
That's great. Oh yeah, because he was on a soft tire. So maybe their strat did work out.
Maybe we'll see. Don't celebrate too early with Visa RB Cash App. There's Bottas passing Hülkenberg. Nice. I do recommend, if you guys have not seen it on TikTok, Valtteri's track biking videos where he just bikes the track with
so it's
the
like
camera.
Track walk. He does
Yes.
it on a bike, and
Exactly.
he does a commentary.
And it's so funny because I mean Valtteri is inherently funny.
Yeah.
So I recommend those. And he does drizzle in some interesting information about the track, like he mentions either DRS zones or where good overtake areas are, or he had mentioned that right next to a certain section of the track is a karting track where he had won his very first international karting competition, which was
Or racing competition in general.
yeah, in that case it was karting, but yeah, so it was a nice big memory, which is cool. But yeah, highly recommend watching those. They're on the socials if you want to check those out. Let's see.
So interesting.
So Verstappen did pass Norris. That's a while ago though, I think. Yeah, because Norris went into the pits and he came up behind him, so he's been hunting Russell. And then Sainz is now going into the pits.
24.
I doubt he can do 24. So maybe he'll switch onto the softs at the end, maybe? Because he's going to do the shorter stint.
I honestly don't know what tires they have available still.
Well, of course, I don't know that either.
Nice, SD Bestie.
I really hope it's going to be good for him going to Haas next season.
I wonder if it's good for him to have someone next to him that is not an established driver.
Yes, I agree.
But I don't know if he. I hope it works out because like he has a history obviously of being of not getting along with his teammates.
Yes. I agree. That's why I'm thinking maybe if he's in like this 2.6 Carlos Sainz 2.6 pit stop. But I'm hoping that if Ocon goes in as the more senior driver, maybe it will go better for him.
Sorry, I just realized. So Checo did medium.
Oh, interesting. So maybe he's trying to go early for the second pit.
He's getting picked off by, and then he's about to be picked off by Verstappen.
Interesting, though, yeah. So Russell just passed Perez. Now Perez is in front of Verstappen, but like you said, I'm sure there's going to be team orders that he can just pass. Hülkenberg going in already again. Interesting. Because he was one of the first ones to pit earlier.
Was he
so maybe he's going onto hard? No, he's onto the medium.
Was he one of the two that... No, Danny was the only one on the soft.
Yeah, he was the only one on the soft. That's why I'm like, it's a little early. Just don't get some of those strategies.
Faster than So this is very, very interesting to me because what is Checo's strategy? Was the strategy always for him to be just a sacrificial lamb?
No, I can't imagine because they want him to be up there with
No. They want him to play the team game. They need him to be a proper second seat driver.
Yeah, but they want him on the podium though because they want him to get as many points as possible because the Constructor Championship is at risk at the moment.
Yeah, but I don't understand then how he is a 50.
Oh, Perez is going into the pits now. So that's what I said. They're creating him into the pits early. He's going to now probably get onto the hard tires and try to finish the race.
Yeah, but he's not finishing on the podium at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Ruth has been quiet in my ear.
See, yeah, Ruth.
That was a good pit stop, 2.2.
Yeah, that's a good one. So we'll see.
Charles has not been able to close up the gap.
No, Hamilton is still in the front. But
Norris is almost within DRS of Verstappen again.
Oh, Danny's in the pits now too, and we're like we're exactly halfway through the race right now.
So Danny's gonna go onto the hards now, and then just do like what Checo does and just finish this race from here on out. 2.2, fantastic stop by
nice. Good job.
To catch his rival for the World Championship at this stage of the Grand Prix. It's hovering around a second. 2 DRS zones around this famous
There we go. Yeah, where is Norris?
We're looking at Perez's outlap, but crucially,
it'll be interesting to see if Danny's just going to go past
his rival for the world title as we find ourselves at half distance for the Belgian Grand Prix, and your race leader is Lewis Hamilton.
Oh, back there.
Slow-mo shot at the right front tire.
I was going to say...
Oh, there he is. Okay. So let's see if Norris can catch Verstappen because he still has the fastest lap. His pace has been really good. He is in DRS right now.
Yeah, he cut down a lot of time, and I think
he
he's
did,
on a fresher tire, right?
He is on a fresher tire. Oh, interesting. Perez is complaining that the straights are very slow. Because yesterday during qualifying, they were saying that the Red Bull setup was a little bit different, a lot more downforce compared to everybody else.
Just a curious call. I mean, I do believe that they were maybe gauging for rain. I don't know. Didn't you say that?
Well, I don't know what the forecast was
or maybe
for
the setup,
race.
Well, maybe the setup was for the qualifying, but I don't know. Well, they're not allowed to change the setup.
I don't know,
again.
but I mean, Norris is still making up 2 tenths, over 2 tenths per lap on
He's hunting him down.
Verstappen. Yeah. So see, that's going to be an interesting battle too.
It's also interesting that Verstappen has such a gap to Russell.
George, yeah, I feel like
George has a great race so far.
Yeah,
I hope he's able to keep it on. He's had a couple of just really unfortunate races.
Besides winning.
Yeah, but since winning.
I mean, there's only one race since winning.
Russell.
Oh, 2 races. Yeah, it's been 2 races since he won. Because there's Silverstone and then
Hamilton won.
Yeah, but George won too.
Before?
Yeah.
No, yeah, but it was earlier, right?
No, it's been 2 races I think since.
Really?
Yeah, because the last race Piastri won. The race before.
Because he won Austria.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So it's not, hasn't been that long.
I was like, oh, this was like 6 months ago.
No, it feels like. But no, it hasn't been that long
right.
since he won. So I'm like, he didn't have that bad of a race.
Well, but he had 2 bad races back to back.
Did he?
Well, because Silverstone didn't go well, and then he started P17.
Oh, because he did have a shitty quali last time. Yes.
So it's just
and then
like
he did end up behind Perez last time. Like, he was in 8th, I think. Yes, okay, fair.
So I'm just saying, like, especially because the Mercedes is finally in a better position.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be nice for him to also, do well.
Yes.
Not that he doesn't do well in general, He has a lot of points on board. But it is quite baffling to me that, so Fernando Alonso has 45 points in the Drivers' Championship. And then the next person in the Drivers' Championship has over 100 points.
Oh, interesting.
It's a huge gap.
It is a huge gap.
I think I'm uncertain who it is, but that's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
And then from Alonso, it's 22 points or 24 points is the next one, which is Lance, and then it's 22 with Nico.
Oh, a lockup from Lando trying to...
No, he's like, I'm going to take him out. Yeah, that chicane is my enemy, but any chicane is really my enemy. No, there's some chicanes I'm good at.
Yeah.
But not the Monza one. Not this one.
Oh, really?
The Monza one is just like, you're coming off the start and you just want to like haul ass, and then it's like, because it's almost like a negative angle. Monza one, you know?
Started this one at the very back of the field and is trying to get by, trying to keep the toe up against Logan Sargent.
Tsunoda's trying to pass Logan
Wow,
Sargent.
Danny cut through that.
Really close.
He went past the two Williams, and I mean, I'm assuming that Tsunoda didn't really give him a lot of headache.
Yeah.
I'm sure they were like, you know, even though I think Yuki has doubled the points to Danny.
Yeah, but they also screwed up Danny's race last.
Yeah, Danny should have finished in the points.
Yeah, seriously.
Lando Norris finds himself a second
away
from Verstappen, and then Sainz went the longest of all of them. He's in 7th place.
It's years since we had a race with the top 4 teams being this even on.
It's very interesting.
What's interesting?
That the race is very spread apart.
Consistently, at least
now it is, yeah. It started off pretty close, and the first couple were pretty close together because they were in a DRS train for a minute. But then, yeah, it started breaking up.
I would like to think this is maybe a natural progression on a track like this.
Tires are so good.
But who knows? This is all could be code for something.
Oh, yeah.
No, but I think maybe it's just natural on a track that is so long that, you know, like this, you know, you will really see like the things being spread out much more in the field.
Yeah. Alright, Sargent is in the pits now. Here we go. I hope also Gasly has a decent race because he didn't get to finish the last 2 races. So I just want him to be able to finish the race. And he's close to points. He's close to the points.
Yeah,
so
I mean, yeah, with Gasly, it was very interesting because I did look at his driver footage. So he started out of the pits. The cool thing is actually, starting out of the pits is not necessarily as devastating as you might think. Oh, Charles doing the big undercut.
Interesting, because he stayed out longer last time.
He stayed out 1 lap longer than everyone else.
In the back of shot, Hamilton will check the mirrors and see no red Ferrari this time. It's again a little bit like Budapest, a short middle stint for Leclerc, who went longer in the first stint,
interesting.
Okay. And this is a long undercut shot.
Yeah.
Of taking the race lead.
So now we're lap 26 out of 44.
So
they
is he gonna come out? He's gonna come out behind, but in front of Checo.
Yeah, behind Sainz, in front of Checo. On, I'm assuming, the hard tires. But it's, I mean, it's doable, but it really depends on how the tires will keep up.
So it would be 18 laps on a medium. So yeah.
Oh, hard. Yeah. So we'll, which is doable, but it really depends on how good the tires keep up for everybody else, of course, too. How fresh they are.
But everyone's doing another pit, right? I don't know if this call was too early.
I don't know either.
But I think it's worth trying the undercut. If Ruth agrees, please tell me.
We'll see. Ooh.
3.4 seconds. Come on, Ferrari. What the fuck are you guys doing? This is so annoying. I mean, it's very beautiful to see Charles back on the top steps.
I know, that is really nice to see.
Saying on the podium, it would be nice to see a Ferrari back up there. This is not Kevin Magnussen, this is Danny.
Yeah, Danny passing Kevin Magnussen.
Yeah, but I think he explained it the wrong way
around.
So
Hamilton is going into the box next.
Because I think they have enough space, and I maybe they're like, listen, we don't want the tire to drop off more.
Yeah.
If you're not making a Russell.
Oh, interesting. Russell saying think about a 1 stop? That's a lot, because you're barely over half the race. And your tires are... Ooh, what a camera move!
2.4, not bad, not bad, not bad. It's a second at 0.2 faster than Ferrari. So he's going to come out in front of Charles.
Then Ferrari, yes.
I think it was the right call by...
He's on a different strategy to Lewis Hamilton, the crucial Scarlet Ferrari.
Yeah, there he is.
Scarlet Ferrari
nice.
just coming out of turn number 1.
And he's outside of DRS for Charles.
For now, yeah. He has to get these tires warm first.
Russell
Let's see.
That
think so.
That was a good call by
strategy.
By Mercedes.
Yeah.
I think any more and he would have
maybe
lost too much
came
time.
out behind him, yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what McLaren will do now.
Yes, and
oh, Norris has a DRS on Verstappen.
No, he's back
never
out.
Mind. He changed his mind.
Yeah. I mean, he had DRS on Verstappen for a minute.
He cut down quite some time to Verstappen.
And he was in DRS, but then he did his, like, where he went a little wide, where he was trying to bulldoze through Verstappen.
He missed a
the corner.
Is that Albon? Nice.
Yeah, that's Albon. Very good, Magnussen. Yeah, like I said, the Haas are not set up for this track, so that sucks for them, but good for other teams, of course. Yeah. Oh, and I recently read, I didn't follow it all the way, but you remember how there was discussions whether or not they want to extend the point system for F1, so I guess the teams maybe voted against it.
Interesting.
And he's finally unleashing a bit of pace in clear air.
I mean, part of me is not surprised because, of course, the top teams don't want to have more competition, but it's definitely a little bit of a bummer because it would be nice for the middle.
This looks good. Let's go.
I'm wondering if, well, Piastri is putting in some crazy times compared to Russell.
Which is nice, yeah. Yeah, he's 0.6 seconds faster than him a lap.
I would like to see how old the tires are.
I know, I would like to see that as well.
We could probably pull up the data if we wanted to.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
If you can back it up with
Because
another
we don't
rapid
see
lap,
any of
is he
the other
unleashing the
stuff
pace of
that's
that McLaren? Are we finally seeing the true picture of this Grand Prix?
Ooh, Piastri just get into the gravel briefly, but he did that yesterday during qualifying too, and he
Last lap was purple.
last lap was purple.
Clean air is king.
Oh, I thought he was like, yeah, I know, bro, but it was clean air.
So they're just on they're 16 and 17 lap old tires, Piastri and Russell respectively. Yeah, but you didn't need to see it. It's fine. It's just the lap sectors.
Oh,
so
okay.
I can say if something is
Okay,
interesting.
gotcha, yeah.
It's actually very interesting.
See if I can move it. Science's strategy not working out for him.
No, that's fine. As long as I see the first part, I think so. Okay, so Sainz is going in now.
But his tires are 7 laps old.
Really?
Yes. His medium tire is 7 laps.
Weird.
As he sweeps out of the way
Oh,
of the
see, I
race.
don't see that.
The net race
Oh, I
lead,
see it.
should
There
say.
it is.
And it also showed here.
Okay, yeah. But that's interesting.
Verstappen's
Yeah.
also in the pits.
Verstappen coming in.
Well, maybe they're covering off Verstappen. Maybe they're not covering the front because Charles is obviously battling for it. Sainz is on a different. But 7 laps on the medium, this is not a.
2.6 is okay. Verstappen was 2.4. But yeah, that is really
So
interesting.
he only did 8. So I'm assuming he's going to be on a hard now.
Yeah.
Then he's going to do 15 laps. So he's probably going to let... Oh, that's Ocon behind him. I almost thought that was a Ferrari because it's red nose day. You laughed.
So annoying. Yeah, look, a lap time is 1 minute 47, which is really long from what we're used to for some of the other tracks, especially the recent tracks. Nice. Let's see, how old are Piastri's tires? 17 laps for a hard. Oh, so he can go longer still, depending on how. I mean, he's been doing purple laps, like they're saying, because he has clean air also. So
yeah, but the last couple, this last Or right now he's not doing anything life-changing.
No.
The first sector, in the first sector he was slower than Russell.
Oh, interesting.
The second sector he was faster. And Norris had a great
Norris
first
is
sector.
coming into the pits now.
Norris is on
13.
13.
Interesting.
lap.
Oh, no.
Oh, Verstappen had a purple middle sector.
Interesting. So are they...
Interesting pit
Yeah.
strategy. 14, so he could go back onto the medium
We'll
if they
see.
have one available.
Yeah, but they're bringing him in first now? Because last time wasn't Piastri the first one in? Because yeah, his tires are older.
His heart, he's going back on the heart.
Yeah.
2.4. Well, maybe they put him on the hard so he can just really run it down.
I mean, it's 14 laps left. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like maybe they'll.
Because Norris is still behind the World Championship leader.
What a bizarre strategy
Okay.
for Lando
Interesting.
Norris, who gave up that position at the first round of stops, and then pits the lap after Verstappen. So now they just have the same tires.
It's so crazy,
heading to the
like
end
how
of the
you
race,
cannot
and you
tell
can pass
this
them with the tyre
elevation change
advantage.
from the TV. Like
No sense
En
to me
Rouge is
what they're doing there
so
with
steep.
Lando.
Yeah.
Like it goes up a lot.
Some angles you can tell, which is like, it's so cool to see.
It's like here you can now see that it goes down.
Yeah, exactly. But it looks so beautifully like placed into like the wood foresty area.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really, really nice.
It's also what a big long track. you
Yeah.
know? Lots of seating opportunities, viewing opportunities. Yeah.
But then some other tracks are maybe better from a viewing perspective because you can see more of the track. Because here it's like there's trees in between parts of the track, so you might not be able to look at different parts of the track from your seat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, maybe.
Oh, Piastri box. Okay, Piastri is coming in.
So 18.
Yes.
18 laps on the hard tire.
All right, we'll see. And then so Russell still needs to go, and Ocon, Alonso, Bottas, Stroll, Magnussen, to know that they are all just on a one pit so far. Fudge nugget. 4.4, are you kidding me, McLaren?
Take it off.
What the hell?
I was gonna say, so who did you say? Some people have only pitted once. Joe has pitted forever.
Aww. That sucks. Alright, well, I mean, the good thing is Piastri is in front of Verstappen at the moment, but that's still like...
Verstappen is the only one also who's on a medium-hard medium strat. Checo
Norris.
is being picked off by Norris.
So I might have been right that it doesn't look like he's going to be on the podium.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, he's much better positioned than he was, but he doesn't seem to be fighting with those guys. You know what I mean? Alright, let's see this horror of a pit stop from McLaren. I wonder what happened.
I'd say it looked a lot calmer on board than it did when you see the whole team reshuffling.
Ooh, he
got
drove
a
out
little
too far.
job.
Oh, is he okay?
Oh, somebody got hurt?
Yeah, because like, did you not see how hard he got hit by the car?
Oh, is that the guy with the thingy?
Yeah.
Oh, he was on camera.
Yeah. Well, it seems like he's alright, but yeah, I think there was a little bit more Piastri's fault.
Yeah, fair. Okay, we'll take it back. The criticism. Alright, box. Nope, just confirming you're happy to stay out. That's what they're asking Russell.
To stay out. We've got 3 cars now.
Yes.
Copy.
Interesting. Okay.
So maybe 12 laps, he thinks he can just hold on to it. Maybe that one pit.
Interesting. Well, I guess we'll see, depending on how his tires go. I feel like it's so long. So long. Because his tires...
It's 12 laps, right?
I mean, it is then just 33 laps, so it's possible for the hard.
Yeah, but on this track.
But, I mean, especially also compared to everybody else having much fresher tires. But then again, Hamilton is 7 seconds behind him.
Well, let's look at the next lap. Let's look
Lando,
at
these tires are
Happy
Interesting. So they're thinking maybe if Norris wants to stay. Well, Norris just came in. So he can just push, that's what they're saying.
Sargent is, for example. Oh no, Sargent is also... Stroll is a one pit strat.
So far.
This weekend.
Norris back to within a second of Verstappen.
Let's see.
Being told he can go
All right,
on
at least
attack.
Norris
He
is
was doing
back
that on the last
into
bit.
DRS with Verstappen.
So it'll be interesting to see if he'll be able to pick him out.
Yeah. Oh, but Hamilton already reduced the lead to Russell, or the
tires
gap.
are so much fresher.
Yeah, I mean a lot fresher, and he does have clean air still, which is nice. Because it does make a big difference. Okay, Verstappen, what does he have to say?
Yeah, we're happy for you to push now, Max, as well. Happy to push.
Their conversations are much calmer today than they were last week between Max and
But Max also doesn't seem as
GG.
frustrating.
No, he isn't. He isn't.
You back off the road route, yes, you can save the
At this
plank wear,
point.
but at some point you're going to cost yourself too
So
much
interesting
speed on that
that there's this
straight.
conversation about Max and his
you
sim
can be
racing.
vulnerable to attack.
And
Oh,
it's so
yes.
interesting because they had the same issue when Hamilton was champion, and Hamilton doing the stuff with his fashion. And it was like,
Let's see how it sounds.
let these guys do what they want to do,
Yeah,
you know?
but I thought it was, I mean, I didn't read the full article, but I thought it was because Max was playing until like 1 a.m. before the Hungaro race.
Well, so no one really knows how much sleep he obviously got, and so he was not playing, he
Yeah.
was racing, but it was also
Sorry, yes, yeah.
but it was also because I think, if I remember correctly, that one in his team red line that he's racing for, a driver fell out.
Oh, so it's like a,
So it was never, I think, intended for him to drive at that time.
gotcha.
But I'm
Was that
just,
an endurance race?
I think it was like a longer race situation. Or
Ah,
whatever.
okay.
I don't remember how long the endurance race was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so yes, it was.
Oh
an
yeah, it was an
endurance
endurance race. Sorry. Yeah.
Since we went to this point system, but this has been an extraordinary
But
year.
I don't know. I think it's I mean, listen,
7 different winners
this
this
is-
season.
And I don't think that impacted his race. I wouldn't imagine.
I don't think so either, because
Yeah.
I think it was more also because of the track more than anything.
Yeah.
You know, because like Hungary once again is so overtly difficult to overtake. You know, no matter how fast your car might be.
But then also, like, I would say it is, he's an adult, it's his decision. And he's still performing at such a high level.
He's still leading the championship.
Yeah,
You know?
so
He's still.
maybe the lack of sleep made him a little bit more irritable, but he is irritable as soon as he's challenged.
Wasn't on for a podium anyway
It's
with
a-
They
what
all
was,
are.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course.
And
conjuring up something pretty
Piastri
special.
about to be within the DRS of
Oh
Charles.
wow, yeah. So Hamilton cut down 2 seconds now.
Norris is
slower than
out
Hamilton
of
behind.
DRS of
He used to eat
Verstappen.
into that gap, which is
So-
Yeah,
So-
Hamilton is faster by over 6 tenths a lap.
on lap, you just see them coming closer.
Mhm.
Speaking of which,
So we'll
battle for a
see.
net second,
I mean, it
an
could
actual
be
third is gonna be
maybe
on. Piastri
a
within second of
1-2
Leclerc.
for Mercedes with Leclerc on third, but I think it would come out to Hamilton, Russell, and then.
Yeah, because Russell's tire will just keep falling off, I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
but it's just a matter of if he will be able to hold on to Leclerc and Piastri. And Piastri is knocking at the door of Leclerc right now.
I think it's also interesting. Yeah, Piastri. So it would be interesting to see if Charles will be able to defend
Yes.
against Piastri. Piastri's tires are 5 laps younger, fresher.
Oh, okay, nice. And then he just dropped out of DRS, but he's dancing around the 1 second. Oh, and then Leclerc just lost his booty a little bit, so there you go. He's back into DRS.
So it would be also interesting because like Max is obviously on a faster tire now, but the medium might drop off.
How much?
It's close. It is close.
Oh, okay.
Hamilton
Interesting.
measuring his pace, not unlocking the full capacity out of that.
Yeah,
set of
'cause it is
hard
10
tyre, but he
laps,
might unlock
so-
a bit more with that message. 10 laps
Yeah,
to go.
right now he would make
5.2
it
seconds
barely.
to go. 6/10, the advantage
But,
that
yeah.
Hamilton had
Yeah,
over
I mean
Russell.
on this track is once you have
He's gonna beat him by
DRS,
8/10.
you'll
He's gotta pass
you'll
him.
be able to overtake quite quote unquote easily.
Yeah.
So yeah, because like we've seen a bunch of DRS overtakes now
Yeah.
already. It's not like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Oh, that is cool. I didn't even see it at first.
And this looks a good run For the man from Melbourne, the 23-year-old.
Nice. All right. Yeah, Piastri is right there. Oh, wow. He cut down his time a lot.
Oh.
There you go with DRS. Let's see if Milan is correct. Oh, going on the outside.
Nice
Not
defending by
quite.
Charles.
Yeah, but he's close. Very, very close, Piastri.
Every chance of, with every time Leclerc can defend another lap, it increases the chance of Hamilton holding on. Piastri has the pace in that McLaren. We saw it being unleashed as soon as the top two pitted. Leclerc scrabbling out of Rivage. Starting to
It'll be interesting.
pushing down for
All right, let's see what Verstappen says.
10 laps to go.
10 laps
of your
to go.
finest, mate. Come on.
10 of your finest. That's what GP is asking. GP, I said it correctly, is asking for. Let's see. And Bottas, oh my god! Bottas is currently in 10th. He might be getting the first point.
Stroll, fuck off.
Yeah, Stroll, get your ass out of here.
The good thing is, oh my god, Stroll just made a huge mistake. He just dropped out of DRS.
Perfect. Come
And
on,
then
Bottas.
Danny is right there, and then
How are
Ocon.
the tires? Bottas 23, Lance 24. Okay, that's
So they're all on a one pit strat. They're not gonna come into the pits now.
No, it's so late. Unless they want to do like fastest lap, but not Bottas because
5
he's
laps
potentially
striking
getting a
distance
point.
for Hamilton.
Oh, okay. And then there's Piastri. Step on it.
If Russell can pull this off, this is going to be a genius victory for him. He's still got
I do like Piastri a lot.
I like the Piastri too, but I just like Ferrari better.
No, of course I love Ferrari, and I feel like I'll be
Yeah,
rooting.
interesting. What kind of shirt are you wearing, huh?
I know.
Fraud.
Now, Piastri's had one dry run at this.
Oh, Norris within DRS of Verstappen again.
Charles Leclerc looking in the mirrors. Piastri wants
Nice.
that inside line. Leclerc is not going to give
There we go.
Yeah.
Beautifully done. The same corner as last lap, and this time he made it stick. No! Bottas is in the pits. Are you kidding me?
Why are they calling him into the
Bottas
pits?
just oh!
move from Piastri. Now he's in contention,
That is
but
so
look at the gap
frustrating.
between the
Why?
second half.
That is so frustrating. Did he not think he could have made it?
Well, to be fair, his lap time is like was almost 6 seconds slower than Russell's, for example.
6 seconds?
Yeah, he did a 153, and Russell did a 147.
All right, fine. I was just so hoping he would get a point. I
think they
really
were gonna
want to see
pick
him
him
on the
off.
grid next year.
Yeah, his lap time was almost 4 seconds slower compared to him. Yeah.
Wanted a one-stop. Everyone else came in for fresher rubber. He's trying to nurse that hard tire all the way to the end. That's the good part of the sentence for the British
I was so
driver in the lead.
excited.
The bad part
Yeah.
of the sentence is that Lewis Hamilton is 3.7
There's
seconds
Lewis.
away as Mercedes aim to win 3
Coming
of the
for
last
Georgie
4
boy.
Grand Prix, and
Yeah,
they might
Norris
well
is
get
half a
during the
second
pass.
out to Verstappen, so
Yeah,
he's cutting down.
he's like going in and out, kind of. So let's
No,
see.
he's in DRS now. Look at it.
Yeah, no, he's like much closer than he was, but he's been like dancing around there for a while, or a little bit. See, he's losing a little bit again, but at least he's still in DRS.
Cool. Maybe he won't win the race. Hamilton is bearing down, and you can see the gap coming down. But
Yeah.
maybe for a podium for George Russell, there's a fair way to go to Charles Leclerc.
If
There's 5
it
seconds
doesn't
still
matter
between Hamilton
where
and
Russell
Piastri.
ends, this was a fantastic race by him.
Oh yeah,
That he made it onto the podium.
100%, because I didn't see him on the podium going into the race necessarily.
No.
I mean, the race is not over yet. There's still 7 laps to go. But
It'll be interesting to see if Lando, because I just don't see in the next 7 laps that Piastri, Hamilton, and Charles will overtake Russell unless he makes a mistake.
yeah,
Mercedes on the grid more often than not. Wasn't the case at the start of the day. 10-4 up on Lewis Hamilton in the head-to-head battle. But we're
Alright,
looking at
let's
that
see.
super slow-mo at the bus stop.
Do you
chicane
think they're
to find
gonna
out what
have
condition
them
are
race
these
it
Yeah,
out?
they're gonna have them race
Right?
it out.
Normally,
They're not
in the
gonna make that
Belgian
call.
Grand
I don't
Prix,
think
you
so.
can
I don't think
push
they
and push
could
and
or
push.
should. I mean, obviously they could. It's their prerogative. But I think there would be such an uproar
No,
also
they're
outside.
gonna not make that call.
Strategy that we used to run around here.
the tyres. They didn't
And usually I feel like the two of them fight clean
they're not looking so
compared
good.
to other teammates potentially.
Yeah,
These hard
and then
tyres they just wear.
Lewis
So the more they
is
wear, you can
almost a
sometimes lose
second
temperature
faster.
and
He was a second
humidity in the
faster.
fronts as well, but there's no
Almost a second
nasty
faster last lap.
low
Nice. All right, here we go. Yeah, 0.8.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. It's like the middle sector is where he drives it out. That's crazy.
I'm assuming this is where all the like straights are.
Oh yeah.
I think so. I don't. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I've raced on Spa before, but
Yeah.
Um,
You haven't raced in a minute.
yeah.
But you did get your Milan got a new setup now for his birthday.
For my birthday that I share with.
Fernando Alonso.
Yeah, thanks so much, by the way.
Yes, you're welcome.
Who is bringing Lando Norris to the fight as well. This one getting resolved all the way to the end. Max Verstappen, who's had good pace.
Yeah,
He's
Norris
over
is
the start
still.
from 11th,
I
but it will
don't
not
feel like
be
he's had a
another
striking
roaring
chance
repeat
yet.
of
He's
that
been in
through the
DRS,
field
but
when
he
he's been
hasn't been
able
able
to
to
absolutely
make a
decimate everyone
move
and
quite
stand
yet.
on top step.
No.
At least not that
He's
we've
fighting for
seen
fourth.
And
either.
Verstappen is about to be within DRS of Charles.
And
So
then-
if he's gonna be able to get DRS, then
Yeah.
Norris
But
is not
then
gonna pass him.
Sainz is getting
Oh,
really close to Perez.
Norris dropped out of. Oh, Danny.
Danny.
Nice. Made that pass on Alonso.
No.
Oh, sorry, it was Ocon.
On Ocon.
That you just showed? Yeah, it was Ocon. Sorry, I
Yeah.
don't know what I thought it looked
Oh, so now
blue.
he's in the points. That's good. That's really good.
Yeah.
We love that.
Love it.
Love it.
Um,
I think it's so cool nowadays. I mean, especially compared to like back in the days, like Michael Schumacher times when we first started watching. But like now they use like green screen on the tracks as well to implement like local ads. Like obviously it's plastered full of advertising, but there's like this screen on like one of the hills that you can see where they change the advertising throughout the race, that it's for us to see. I don't think it's there, you know, and they sometimes have it also on like runoff areas and stuff like that, which I'm like, oh, this is so crazy how advanced things are. And then like the little sign that came up earlier that looked really cool. I mean, it's nice how subtle they can be about it too, you know what I mean? So it's not like not like here when we watch Indy, there's like commercial like over the full thing. It's just like a little.
yeah, it's not as much in your face.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly. I mean, it's clearly everywhere, but it doesn't hide the racing. It doesn't take away from the racing.
Yeah. Oh, Sainz just
Sainz passed Piastri.
No,
sorry,
Perez.
Perez. That's what I meant.
Perez started on the second.
Yeah, that's not good. It's not so good for him. And you said he would make it onto the podium.
I believe.
Yeah.
I believe and believe.
5 laps to go. Might come into
Okay, Hamilton about to be within DRS of Russell.
Oh yeah.
desperate to punch through the dirty
I
area.
feel like he got closer faster than I expected him. I thought it would be just the last 2 laps. But yeah, he's much closer now.
Checking the mirrors.
All right, let's see who's going to be driver of the day. Who do we think? Lando. Because he's literally in every time.
It's not showing right now.
It's Hamilton, Piastri, and Verstappen, which makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't think Verstappen really, we haven't seen so much racing from him.
Verstappen is not. It has a hard time winning it because he used to win a lot,
Yeah,
right?
I think instead of Verstappen, it should have been George. Because George has done a surprisingly good race.
I think that's why he's not on it right now.
Oh.
I think maybe in the next update we might
Wait.
see him.
There's going to be action ahead. We want to be there.
I didn't hear what he said.
It's good luck, but it's not enough for Piastri.
He's not gonna.
No, I don't think so.
Still a 4.5 second gap. Piastri
All right,
not
so
too much
Hamilton
on
is
the Leclerc,
almost
hasn't been
in
able to make
DRS. I feel like
significant inroads since, so
any
this is a
moment now.
Mercedes
The
race
next
to
lap
lose,
he'll be
and this is
joining
Hamilton's race
DRS.
to lose with the pace advantage he's got on Russell. Now I don't
So this is his race engine, and this is
Hamilton's. Yeah, Bono versus I don't know what the name of the other guy is.
So he's about to be within DRS.
Oh, so
he's in DRS now.
Yep, now he's in DRS. So next season when he's with Ferrari, he's gonna have a new racing engineer.
Yeah, because he has a contract clause that he's not allowed to poach.
Yeah, to bring anybody. Yeah.
But I think I had read, but I don't know if this is true, that Bono technically his contract is one more with Mercedes. So I don't know if then he might come, you know.
Gotcha.
Or I don't know if Hamilton is also like, I'm open to
working with somebody else, maybe.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Somebody young.
But the thing about it is like Bono and him have a good track record.
Of course, no, they have, and they work really well together. Let's see.
Should we give each other plenty of space?
Yes, yeah, heard. So yeah, Bono just told Hamilton to make sure that they have enough space when they fight. Yes. Which makes sense because they don't want to jeopardize the
1-2.
Yeah.
The Mercedes 1-2.
Exactly, which is huge.
I don't think he is going to be close enough.
This is an incredible battle against everything advertised at the start
All right,
of the
let's
Grand
see.
Prix.
Yeah. Oh wow! Did you see that jump that he just made?
Max is within the DRS of freaking
Leclerc. Norris is right there too. Oh come on, Charles! Fight! Fight!
Oh wow, it's very close, very close, very close.
The problem is that's a 7-time champion of the world who wants his second victory of the season, and he's 105th
Come
all-time in
on.
Formula One.
And he's closing in all the while within half a second.
Wow, yeah, his tire is just half amount of laps on there.
But I mean, hats off to George. He drove, or he's been driving a really, really good race.
George, kind of like Sainz, every once in a while makes fantastic strategy calls. This is not the first time, no matter how this ends, Russell has made a call on his own.
Yes.
And it has significantly benefited his race.
Because, yeah, if he would have done the second stop, he would have not been on the podium. No chance.
No way. No way.
Chance. So this is huge.
If that one kicks off, we'll bring it to you. But we're looking at the
So we'll see.
battle for the victory between George Russell.
I know it's definitely an unexpected.
It's not on my bingo card.
That's not even close to being on my bingo. So there you go. Oh my gosh, the audience there. That's so cool.
Because we've got 3 laps to go, the longest of the season. Just over 12 miles to decide who wins the Belgian Grand Prix.
How many DRS zones do they have?
2?
I know for sure 2, but I wasn't sure if there was a third one.
On Rouge, up the hill.
Up the hill, because there's one right now. Here, there we go.
George Russell will be checking the mirrors because Hamilton is getting ever closer. Will Hamilton go for the
No, not yet, not yet, not yet.
No. If he gets the move done, he's going to have to make it at the bus stop on this lap or on the penultimate or final
He's
lap
not going to do it at the bus stop, at the chicane. That's such a tricky one.
Well, yeah, but you have a lot of a straight coming up from that. You have a lot of pace before you go into that.
Oh, really?
You have a straight, then you go on the left hand. You have another straight, and then it goes into the chicane. So there's a lot. And I mean, we saw a pass. What is it? Ocon who did the? No, Norris made the pass into the. Or was it Ocon into the bus stop earlier? So it is a popular overtaking spot.
Piastri is getting closer too, we gotta say. He cut it by like 2 seconds now. Not that it's close enough for Piastri, but...
One of the great tracks anywhere in motor racing. He called for this. I want to give you a context of how unusual it is for Mercedes to split strategy. Singapore last year, both cars came in. Canada last year, both cars came in.
All right, let's see. Oh, wow, yeah, Piastri's under 2 seconds now.
It's crazy how fast that McLaren is.
It is.
That this wouldn't be the case, and he's taken this incredible one-stop strategy to the penultimate lap of the Grand Prix in the lead. But if the Mercedes fight,
maybe the next one, the next DRS zone.
Ever closer, trying to pick up the pieces. They do battle.
Very, very
wow, it's really, really close.
Wow, Piastri is a second 0.1 fast. Well, to be fair though, Hamilton is being held up now by Russell, essentially. When you're battling, you always race slower.
That is true. That is very true.
But still, that's very, very fast.
Yeah.
Perez is in the pits? What the hell is going on? Oh, it's a free pit, so he's going to try to go for fastest lap. I get it.
He comes under
gonna go on the
serious
soft,
pressure. This is where Hamilton turns the screw.
Oh, come on. Yeah, because now it's getting dangerous. A little bit. No, maybe not quite dangerous for Hamilton.
And take his second victory all-time in Formula One. Will they go tactical? Will they say hold position so they don't bring Piastri into play? Or will it be Russell versus Hamilton?
Well, how does Piastri come past in
Definitely not expected this end of the race.
That is fantastic. Yes. Yeah, there's Checo on the soft tire. Let's see if he's able to knock out that fastest lap.
Okay, that makes sense.
It out, but fair play to them for allowing this race to go all the way. They're not in Constructors' Championship fight at the moment. They're trying to win races. They're allowing both drivers to have a crack at it. They've both won one Grand Prix so far this year. And it is going to come down to the final lap of the race.
It will come down to the final lap. That's crazy.
At this point, it's like, Russell, I mean, come on, just defend it, mate. You know?
Yeah.
To win just his third Formula One Grand Prix. But my word, if he makes this work, he will never let you
Oh, yeah, that's nerve-wracking because, you know, he sometimes has a tendency to make a silly mistake at the end.
Versus Mercedes with a McLaren close by to win the Belgian Grand Prix.
Hamilton has a lockup at the source. This is the last big opportunity with DRS.
Oh, and then Piastri's in DRS now too.
Yes.
I mean, it's too late, I think, for Piastri.
Yeah.
But that's still really interesting. If in case one of them makes like a mistake.
Lewis Hamilton is the driver with DRS. Oscar Piastri is in third position.
I don't think he's close enough.
No, I don't think he is.
He's not, no.
That's crazy. I thought he would be.
I thought so too,
by the
but
end of this race.
Russell really preserved that tire.
But I mean, also maybe Hamilton was pushing on the tire, of course, to make
of course.
up the gap. So then that also, of course, hurt his tire. But that's because Russell's tire is 33 laps old. And then Hamilton's is 17.
Yeah.
His teammate makes a mistake. There's no more DRS to the flag. It's all going to come down to the bus stop if Hamilton can do anything.
Hamilton will gather himself again. It's not done yet.
But he's not going to send it into the bus stop. He's not going to risk the 1-2. Like, no matter how much he wants to win, he's not going to risk the 1-2.
On the pressure. Hamilton all over the road, trying to give himself an opportunity to win this one at the final chicane on the final lap.
One more big exit from Russell.
No, I don't think so. I think George might have this.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he made the right call.
Very impressive.
Very
impressive, George.
There you go. This is, you see now.
To the end of the Grand Prix, but it'll be a Grand Prix claimed.
Come on, Russell, just bring it home.
Just come on, just finish it. Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Fantastic job.
Nice. And I'm glad that Leclerc was able to defend his 4th place.
I mean, what the hell happened with Perez?
Yeah.
Why does he look not so happy?
I don't know.
To deny Lewis Hamilton, the podium is completed.
Nice. How is he already in there? Maybe is there like a? Oh, he went in the other way, I think.
Yeah. That was crazy.
Oh, he's so excited.
It's a fantastic way to go into the summer break.
Oh, that's so true. Ah!
Nice.
Oh, yes! Amazing strategy, guys.
That is so nice.
Incredible how he's
I mean, yeah, that was definitely not the result that I expected for today.
No.
He pitted on lap 10.
Well, look how his
brakes are like smoking.
And remember, he called the strategy. He said, don't worry about everyone else, let's try a one-stop.
Good on him. And he's one of the few ones that made the one-stop. Oh, look at him. He's so excited. Oh, I'm happy for him. That was so well done. And it was his call to do that, so that was really, really nice.
Absolutely
incredible. That was fantastic.
Yes.
We have Dan didn't finish in the
Hamilton. Never got a chance to throw it to the inside.
That's a bummer.
105 will wait for another day. The man leaving the team
Checo at least got fastest lap.
And it's
He did?
Russell with a second
nice.
of the season,
144.
And then Piastri is third. Beautiful.
Lando Norris was unable to get by Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen was unable to get past Charles Leclerc. And appearance versus reality.
I mean, Max made up 6 positions. Russell made up 5 positions.
Nice.
I would say probably big loser is, I mean, Checo 6 positions. Piastri, Leclerc not making it on the podium is very devastating.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
But, nice.
All right, guys.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and then we will be seeing you guys here tomorrow back at the Daily Racing Show.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
See you next time.
He covered everyone off. No way did he think